Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Didsbury Art Studio and I'm Sally. And in today's video, what I'd like to share with you is 4 different techniques. We're going back to the ribbon folding, which I think that you really enjoyed. Shall we get straight into it? I've just turned this over and I was just about to sew down the boxes on the back of the other side that I've just done, doing all the little stitches. And I really like the way that we've got these little shapes hanging off. Can you see that? There's like these little shapes that are appearing. And I was going to, I'll show you what I was going to do. I was going to do one of those just because I thought that would look really nice too. But now I'm loving this. I just want to try it on the mannequin. So I've just pinned that piece to the back of the mannequin. I don't know if you can see that, but there's these like little cylinders, I'd say, little cylinders of fabrics just draping down. I don't know how well you can see that, but I just think that's beautiful. If you had multiples of those. I definitely got diverted then, but I've decided to go back to my original idea, which is I'm on the back of the fabric and I'm once again going to just sew in the middle of each of the box pleats. So I don't know if that was very clear actually. So I meant at the middle of the side of these box pleats, not in the middle of the box pleats. So over here, I'll sew these two together. That's sewing the back little stitches. So now if we look at it that way, you can see that we have got a very beautiful pattern. What about twisting it? Hey, Lila. Maybe. So I will go back to my original plan, which was to... Hello? Are you looking for a stroke? Oh, little tickle. So what we're going to do now is we're going to grab these two and put a little stitch at the bottom. Oh, you're back to wanting a stroke again. Are you now? Yes. Or do you want a game? You looking for a game, Layla? Sorry, I'm talking to the cat here. Right, okay, very nearly there. Just putting a couple of stitches in to secure it. Boom. Boom. Oh, you're back for a stroke. Hi. And then we're going to tie a knot on the back. So that's the first one. And I'm going to do the others. Okay, that's the front bit sewn in the middles. And then I'll turn it over. And we're going to do the same on the back. So what we're doing is we're pinching in the top and the bottom and sewing a little stitch. Sewing the backs of each of the box pleats, if I can get my words out. And I'm just going to turn it on its side there so you can see exactly what it looks like. It looks really intricate, doesn't it? Straight on the mannequin. Look at that. Ooh. Loving that, especially with the cinnamon collar up at the top there. Next up, we have got two ribbons, which are each 1.5 inches wide, and I'm going to overlap this one on top of the other. And once again, we are going to do a box pleat. So we're going to stick with the 1 inch width. So I've got two ribbons, as I said, line them up, fold them over. Let's measure that. And do 1 inch, and I'm going to use some clips on either side just to hold those together. Like so. And then we're going to do the same again over here. I'm going to bend those two in like so. Is it there? Is it there? Yep. 1 inch. Just make it a bit shorter. And then pop your clips in. And I'm going to do 4 of these. That's what they look like. I've left about 1/2 centimetre in between each box pleat. And now I'm going to do what I usually do, which is fold these two together and do a little stitch in between. Obviously, because there's a little, obviously because there's a little bit of a gap in between there, I'm going to have a long stitch length that's holding them together. You'll see what I mean. Gloomy day, by the way. Look at that. It's definitely getting colder. And Smooch has joined me over there. Brought a little bed down and she's having a snooze. What I'm doing here then is I'm just doing a stitch across that little jump of a little gap that I've got, if you see what I mean, just here. So I'm just going to go from the middle, just a tiny nip in the fabric and through that one. And I'm literally just going across 2 or 3 times, and then once more. Boom. Get a little knot. And there we go. So I'm going to turn it over. And next what we do is I've just taken the clips off this first box pleat. So I've turned it over onto this side. And then what I want to do is just gather these in so that I can see some of the other ribbon colour underneath. So I'm going to pinch it about there, and then I think I'll come up from the back there. And then through the middle. Whoops. And I'm going to do that a couple of times because I think it needs it to hold it together. Try to sew your stitches on top of one another, and is that going to be enough? Do you know what I think I'm going to need to do is do this double thickness, the thread. So I'll just finish this one off. And try and make sure that knot is on the back so we don't see it. So what I did was I've literally just taken a stitch, I've gathered it in the middle and taken a stitch, what's that one? Down underneath and sewn it all down so that we can see the other colour showing through, which is lovely. So I'll do all the rest. There's that one finished. What do you think? I mean, I do quite like seeing this other fleck of colour sort of showing through underneath. I'm not a massive bow person, but I think that is quite effective. For ribbon folding number 3, we are going to be doing some stitching. Just run a stitch for about 15 centimetres. So I'm going to start here. Just put a knot in, and I'm using a double thread. And I'm just going to sew near the top edge of the ribbon. I'm just going to mark off whereabouts I should end. And let's go. Like that. Then we're going to pull and gather the ribbon in. And then I'm going to finish that about there. And we're going to just tie a knot to secure it on the back. Cut it off. So it's all gathered up. We're going to take the ribbon behind our start of ribbon, like so. It produces this little fan effect. So you've gathered it, turned it around. I've put a little stitch in here, one over here just to hold it down. The ribbon has just folded under, start 5 centimeters away with the stitching from that first one, and off we go again. Nina. So yeah, just on the last one now. I've gathered it up like so. Once you've done that, just tuck the ribbon behind the rest. And just design that how you want it to go with the others. I'm just gonna pop a little stitch in there, there and there. Okay, there's that one. And very luxurious I feel with the ribbon, about 5 centimeters in width. So yeah, they're looking really lovely. That would be nice as some sort of trimming on an outfit or millinery. So I've got some petersham ribbon here, which is 1.5 inches wide. And what we're going to do is fold over this petersham ribbon and put a clip at the top there. I'm going to fold this side under and pop a clip here. And then I'm going to fold that one over, pop a clip here, pop that one under, pop a clip there, and then over, clip here, there we have the folding. I've just ironed that one, and how cute is that? I mean, that would look so good just lined up on some fabric. Let's try that out, like so. The other thing that you can do with this is you can fold these edges up and sew the whole piece down so that these stay forwards like so, or you might want to stitch them so they're vertical. Depends on what effect. You can also have it that way around as well. And in the same way, you could have those sewn up just with a little hand stitch to hold those down. Really, really lovely. Those are the 4 then that I've done today. Hope you really enjoyed seeing how each of those are made. Look good 3D, don't they, like that? I like to see that one that way with the little fans. And then I'm going to make some more of these. I've got some more ribbon like this that I can use. And there we go. One of my favourite hats. I just love the wrappings that I've added to it. But anyway, I just wanted to see what this little trimming would look like on the edge. just kind of see what it looks like on the edges of these. I hope you enjoyed this video today and that these 4 gave you some ideas for some ribbon trimming on dresses and clothes and also interior design, whatever you like. But I hope they inspired you, and I will see you in a brand new video in my next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye!